Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the trip. As you can see, it's just me right now. It's been a good and bad weekend for some of us, and we'll see if anybody else joins us. We'll get into who's not showing who, and we'll see who's going to join. But before we do that, let's get to it with a little quick intro.
This is DWTT coming to you from the Emirates.
All right. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. As you can see, it's just me right now, as I said in the quick little intro I had. But we'll see who joins us. I know we'll send our best to Mr. Tom. He's not feeling so well tonight, so it's just me for right now. But we'll get into it. Got Big Gunner. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Maybe me and you will just chat. See who else joins us. But we'll get into it. I don't know why I'm smiling. I'm smiling because it's only because I'll get to talk a little bit about Arsenal. That's one of the reasons. So good evening to everybody who's yet to join us, but who will join us soon. Stan is in the house. Welcome to the show. Stan, if you want to join me and chat for a little bit, you can. It's up to you. But oof, what a weekend. Actually, it was a pretty bad weekend for me. Very bad weekend for me. Not only did Arsenal, we dropped points, but also my Dallas Cowboys got destroyed. Basically, it wasn't even. I mean, the score was closer than it could have been. The Arizona Cardinals, who hadn't won all season, decided to wake up and start playing some football, and they basically hit Dallas in the mouth. Kind of a little bit like what that team did to us this weekend as well. Uh, yes, he's just what did he say? He's just having a barbecue, so he's cooking, man. He's cooking, probably listening. Hopefully, he's listening to us though. But yeah, so what do we say about this game? There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. I think we can go through everything. I think everything and anything, for me, anything and everything is a target and can be talked about. Well, let's just get started. Let's go first. First off, let's just start with easily with the lineup. We're all thinking, here we go. Be nice if Havertz doesn't start and give Vieira another chance. But Vieira against a team that has a tough midfield, will he be able to hold up there? A team with Basuma sitting in the middle there, would he be able to hold up? That was the big question. Even though it was the same question we got in the Everton match, and he seemed to hold up there. But this is a North London derby. Totally, everything changes there. So, Vieira is one question. Next question. All of a sudden, Trossard is not in the lineup. So who's gonna go out there? What's gonna happen with our front three? We assumed that we were just gonna have Jesus and Trossard and Saka as on our front line. And you can pick and choose who you want to put in the middle. That's the nice thing about having Trossard there, is that they can switch positions if they wanted to. I think, uh, Jesus could have played on the left, and we've been fine. Trossard gets hurt. I don't know if it was in practice or what, Oh, and just as I say it, look at this. The man, he just can't stay away. I think I rejuvenated him. He wasn't feeling so good a while ago. Maybe he got some rest, woke up mid-sleep. His body's like, dude, you know you got a show. So I guess we'll see it. We'll see what's Tom in a little bit. But yeah, so Trossard's out, and we're gonna have to deal with what's up next. And what was up next, Stephen? The Betancourt, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here. Um, yeah, no, you're right about that. Basically, it's a North London derby. All bets are off for sure. Just two teams going at it, slugging as much as they can until somebody gets tired, and that's what it looked like uh, for the game. But like I said, I'm just going through the lineup real quick. All right, we're gonna put Nketiah up top and Trossard, and Jesus and Saka out wide. For me, right there and then, my first thought is, all right, the only way this works, the only way I'm going to feel good, the only way it's going to shut people up is in Nketiah shows up in this game. Um, because you've got Jesus and you've got Nelson, you've got Milsuf Rowe, players that could play out there wide if you needed to. You even have Havertz, which is another question mark. He could have played in the middle, and maybe you can rejuvenate his career a little bit by giving him a big game. But once he went with Nketiah, Nketiah knows the North London derby. He knows what it's all about. But yeah, nah, nah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Just the lineup didn't work as much as I would like it to. Yes, we scored 2 goals, but I mean, if you look at the 2 goals we scored, we did not use any of the let's just say any of the practice and any of the planning that Arteta puts into before starts a game. We didn't get to use any of that really, did we? Really? No, 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 not at all. We'll get into Chelsea as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, yeah, I just bring up Havertz because I like I said, we need to do something different. We can't be doing the same thing coming into a big North London derby and not showing up. And I felt like we didn't show up. So Havertz would have been a big, yeah. If we're gonna have him, let's put him in positions where maybe he could surprise us because he's not surprising us at all. We're seeing the same thing we saw before. Yeah, and you know what? This is my thing here. I wanted him to give us an 8, 9, an 8 or 9 performance. I wanted that in the preseason because that was the only way I thought this thing was going to work. Havertz, uh, he needed the same kind of um, introduction that Jesus had when he joined, and when he's played. That's what he needed because of all the stuff that he had gone through, in the previous seasons with Chelsea. So he didn't do that. So it's like, all right, not as it definitely wasn't anywhere close to what Jesus did when he brought. But yeah. So I kind of was hoping for that. It hasn't happened. I don't know if it will. And I think at this point, and I've seen this over and over and over again, if he's not gonna get it, if he's not gonna be like a Timber or Rice in the sense that their presence on the field it gives us puts a smile on our face, then there's no reason to rush him to push him out there. And maybe Arteta will heed that warning and not keep pushing him out there. Give him time. It's an expensive player, a squad player, but hopefully that gives him a little bit of hunger. And then so be it. And yeah, you're right, Mark. We were given 2 goals. We did not build anything ourselves, and I think one of the reasons for that is Martinelli was out. It would have been a perfect game for him. Him being out, Trossard even another perfect game for him. Basically, all we did was weaken Jesus by putting him out there on a wing, and I think it just is a trickle down effect. You kind of weaken. I would have rather had somebody out on the wing, on that left wing there, just playing, and let Jesus play up the middle and do what he does. He's going to support, come back and do all of the things he always does. And we're not punishing 2 positions. We're only punishing one in terms of bringing in a player that either doesn't have the time on the field or it out of position. I kind of felt like that was that was a problem. But like you said, we were given 2 goals. Um, I think Saka's shot was hitting, going to go to that far corner. got deflected in anyways. But so yes, kind of got 2 goals, but I think he's made that shot before. We've seen it this season. So to say that we weren't we were given it because it deflected in, but it was, who knows, the thing looked like it was on target based on what we've seen from him before. So it could have gone in. The goalkeeper had a distance to go to get there. But yeah, so yeah, that was so yeah. Like I said, the lineup didn't really give me a warm feeling. Raya playing in the back, for me, it didn't really matter who was in the back, just because I knew we had Rice with a solid 4 behind him, and basically our goalkeeper should have minimal things to do if we're playing at our level. So yeah. Gonna say, let's see what else. I'll just go through these and we'll just keep talking as we go through. Also, it can always it could be worse. It could be worse. Oh. It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. In Newcastle, a team that people are saying they're struggling, right, compared to where you expected them to be this season. You expected them to continue what they did last season, defense to be pretty solid, and Isaac to be kind of healthy going in, and them improving in little ways, but it hasn't been all of that. I think they've had a tough start. I think they've played Liverpool, they've played City, and they've lost both, and they shouldn't have lost to Liverpool, but playing City early in the season, that's for me a time when you can surprise them. They didn't do that, and then they played Liverpool, and that was a debacle, right? So, but Sheffield United, they scored 8 on them. Arsenal scored 11 all season. They scored 8 just on the weekend. Crazy. And look who we got in the background. You see how he's feeling. But Mr. Tom, how are you doing, my man?
Hello.
Look at that. Your eyes look like you look like you're half awake there.
Yeah, I might be.
Okay. Are you gonna be able
Hi,
to?
everyone.
Okay. How are you feeling?
I've had better days.
Mm. Hey, guess what? Can you tell me, like, did you guys have a good weekend?
Oh my God, Leeds United had the best time. It was so good. I tell you this, if I had my way, Leeds would win the championship every year and never get promoted. It's so much fun winning football matches.
You can see you can see you lightening up with just talking about that just a little bit. You're not there yet, but yeah, Leeds. What was the score? Because I forget now.
We won by 1+2-0.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I was kind of going through the stuff with Arsenal, just starting with the lineup, and then we kind of went from there. But yeah, not a
Did
good weekend
Arsenal
for us.
play today?
Yeah, they didn't play today. They played
Oh,
yesterday, and that wasn't
oh,
good either. So
I should
bad.
know that. I found memes about it.
Yes, there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there going on. Kind of talking about, I guess they're talking about everything and anything. As I said, everybody has a part to play in the points dropped, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I think we were given a penalty. You know what? There's 2 sides to this, because if it was the other way around, and we've seen it given, you know, defensive player, goes down, hand kind of comes away from his body as it did. Shots being taken. Um, he definitely it was a basketball dribble. That's how, where it was. I mean, he just came down on it, boink, bounce, or was it boink, bounce? So we've seen it given. The shot, it was a shot at the goal. I don't know. As long as they're consistent, then I'll be fine. That's the problem. We saw it today. Next week we'll see the exact same thing. Nothing will be given, and then you'll be like, "What's going on?" So, I don't know if did you see the game, Mr. Tom?
Did I watch Arsenal versus Tottenham, the North London derby?
Yes, just asking to see if
No,
if you
never. Nah,
never.
nah. I, nah. I was washing my hair.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Sheffield United 0, Newcastle Town 8. That was a spanking, and as they call it, really poor. And 8 different scorers, so it's not like somebody got a brace or a hat trick. Everybody gets to score. Everybody got to score in that game. 8 different players. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Mark. I assume you're talking about Arsenal. Injuries hurt. We they're playing. I believe they're playing with their um their first 11. Arsenal was not, but for me, it's no excuse. That's what we knew. We knew things like this are going to happen. We need to be able to play with what we got, and we did not play. I think we could have played a lot better than we did. They could have probably played a lot better. It could have been the same score, but if both teams were playing well, I don't think anybody would be upset. So, you take what you get. Both teams kind of play. I think it's one of those things where you always hear about the two big teams about to play, and then they play, and then it's a draw, and you're like, well, that sucked. Nobody won, you know. So, Mr. Tom, you can hang out there if you want to. You look like you're out of it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep going. So if you can talk, that's cool. If you can't, if you want to rest, you can do that too, buddy.
Oh, I have things to say. Don't worry.
All right, all right. So we'll get to the end of this. Let me go through this real quick. Colonel Ward, welcome to the show. Yeah, the hoodie's up. As you can see, the hoodie's up. Not a good day we drop points. So no way. I kind of think I won. You kind of think that you won the lottery, and that's kind of how do you do that? Why not put in Tommy and move White to the midfield? You know what? Yeah, I didn't even think. You know what, Tommy? Yes, yeah. There's a lot of things we could have done. There's a lot of things we could have done. We didn't need to. I don't think we had opportunities to win this. We made silly mistakes each time. Silly was the second one, but the first goal, I think that was just some. We were definitely weak. We weren't clinical defensively in terms of clearing the ball out. Raya didn't clear it out far. Rice didn't clear it out far. Saka basically walked Madison to the goal line, and Gabriel lost Son. Rice and White, I believe, did not close out. I mean, everything. More than enough people to blame on that first one. They all had an opportunity to make the play. None of them did, and Son did. He made the play. Him and Madison made the play. So yeah, I think it would have been different if they moved things around. I think Arteta thought he could get it done. I think for me and Kedia killed the vibe and hurt us a little bit because he offered nothing. Kirill is also another answer. See the thing I think for Kirill, I think when you have you have that back four and Rice, you just play it with Erdegaard. I don't think that's the issue. I think for me a little bit was Nketiah not being able to support the team, and then we had some bad defensive mistakes. You can see Tom half dead. I think Tom dead. That's what he is. Stoned. No, he didn't hang out with Tony, but he's looking like he probably did. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping he feels better. He says he's gonna talk. I'll let him talk, but when he's
I'll talk,
when he's
don't worry.
when he's ready, he'll interrupt me and say what he's got to say. So,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. You gonna talk?
Yeah,
You got something,
yeah,
you got something
yeah,
to,
yeah.
you got something to say?
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm sorry. Sorry. Can you go through the comments and eat a jog?
Okay, all right. So here we go. Yeah, here we go. And this one is for Mr. Tom. His best player of all time, Eddie Nketiah, was lucky. He still was on the pitch at the end. He should have never been
Wow.
on the pitch at halftime. The man went through the goalkeeper, just went through him. Could have broke his leg. Was lucky to get a yellow. Could have got a red easily, and nobody would have said a word. That was you know what? That was the one time Nketiah actually finished the play. When he went to the goalkeeper. That's the one time he finished a run He finished his sprint. That's the only time he did it, pretty much the entire game. The one time I
Yeah,
want him, one time you want him to hold up and run jog like he usually does. No, he decides to go through the goalkeeper. He's so late. It's just he's lucky. All he
did
got
he
was
get
yellow.
booked? Oh,
He
he
got
got
a
booked.
yellow. He got the yellow.
Oh,
He could have easily got a red. Easily got a red.
I think he
Um,
needs a rest, did he?
yeah. Well, you know what? I think he's pressing, and when he doesn't need to press because he's not that. He's not. Not, no, we can't have. You need you to be controlled. But you know what I want from him? I want him running. He doesn't run. We're pressing, and I said this during the game, and I said it after the game, and I said it whenever. We're pressing up top. Guess who's pressing? Jesus and Erdegaard. Our striker, who's supposedly he's rested. He didn't play this week. He didn't play on Wednesday. He's got legs, so he should be ready to press. Nope, not pressing. I didn't get it. Didn't get it. If that's a handball, what about the handball with Anthony Gordon? And you know what? As long as they're consistent, that's what I say. They're not. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. That's the problem. Spurs draw is considered a victory. Arsenal draw is considered a failure. Yeah, yeah. You know what? From what everybody was saying, I don't think anybody was giving them a chance, and they shouldn't have. I think we were playing going in, and you thought, okay, we're going to play up for this game. We did not. So I think that's why it's a letdown for us. That team came in there and they did what they wanted to do, and even Ange said he was going to play his style of football, and it looked like their style, and they were on the road. Arsenal let them. That's like I said, everybody's to blame.
That's right,
Everybody's to
though.
blame.
What Stan
Everybody.
said is
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's how it's perceived, right?
It's perceived that way. You know what? Until that team gets back to really competing, and like they're not there yet, it's going to be like that. That's all.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Mister. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, like they never win at your place. This is roughly the time of the season where they have their good start and then their wheels start to fall off.
Hmm.
So their wheels haven't quite fallen off yet. So of course they're going to be ecstatic that they did not lose at the place that they usually lose at.
Yep, yep, yep. It's been whatever. Is it been 13, 14 years since they've won there?
And
So yeah,
yeah, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, it's double standards, it's hypocrite," but it's the standards usual set in how you talk about them.
yep. You
So
talk. I think everybody talks about them that way, even teams that have
yeah,
no business doing it.
yeah,
I mean,
well, yeah,
I,
yeah,
I'm here for
uh,
that. I'm enjoying that. And as Big Gunner, as Nyquil Tom gets some. Yeah, he took the Nyquil. He's it makes it's a sleepy, stuffy head, whatever that stuff medicine. Yeah, Bronc. You've got Spencer in the house. Hello, hello. You know what? I think Spencer says I am sick as well. I bet he's sick. You see what his team did this weekend? I thought my team played poorly. His team gave up a basketball score. They lost 20-7.
2070 it was
20-70. Yikes.
70.
70. Like
Were
seven
were
zero.
were the Denver Broncos playing football or cricket?
I don't know. I just saw the score. I think it was like 35-0 at half or something like that. Not, not, yeah, not good. So Spencer, if hopefully you're just sick from the game, but if not, hopefully speedy recovery to you. Yep. Colonel, I told Mr. Tom if he wants to go rest, he can. I think he's starting to wake up a little bit. I can see his eyes. I can see a lot more of his eyes now. So I think he's feeling better. I hope he's feeling better. Hope this talk is feeling better. But yeah, both teams very desperate to control the game. They should have focused more on winning the game. Welcome to the show, Chris Nix. I agree with you. We did not. I think we were the way we wanted to play. We did not do it. I think they said they were going to try to play their style. They did, but it didn't seem to work. It didn't work that much for them because I didn't think they got much out of it. The stats say otherwise. I've heard people say they had more opportunity, they had more scoring chances and all of that. But when I watched the game, it didn't seem like they threatened us enough where I felt like we were going to lose. You know, we scored. We scored. We scored first. We took the lead twice. They had to respond, and they did it each time, and we fell asleep each time, which we are keen to do. We are keen to do. What is this? Gary's checks never seem to clear. What? What? What did I kind of? Yeah, I don't pay him, and he still comes. He's coming, so he's joining. Having
That don't
what is it?
sound PG.
It didn't sound right, did it? You rubbed used the wrong word. For what I wanted to make you smile. Let's see if you'd smile or something like that. The fact that you said it's not PG means that you're hearing everything that's being said. So man flu is the worst, right? Having man flu as a hobbit must just mess you up, I can imagine. Wow. Colonel is going after you. What'd she say? Oh, see, yeah, yeah. They're telling you. Oh, here we go. Telling you, one, get some sleep. I told you sleep is good. Sleep is a good remedy for not feeling well. But honey, lemon, and ginger. Ooh, I know that's good. Tea, or you know what? My mom used to just take the honey and the lemon and mix it up. And I can't remember if she did ginger as well. And I would get a spoonful of that. I enjoyed that. That was a natural remedy when you were feeling sick. Then you had the hot steam. You know, got the steam bath, cleared you up, makes you feel a bit better. Am I sure Tom is okay?
It's fine. It's fine. I've got
Uh,
47 hours to be all right. It's fine.
oh, so and I think that means when the wrestling show Full Nelson is on, he'll be ready. Right now, he's
Yeah.
just gonna power through Jamaican rum and honey. Yes, yes, rum and honey, whiskey and honey, all that bourbon and honey, all that stuff. Knock you out, make you feel good, tastes good because of the honey. Yeah. Let's see. Colonel Ward's going to see. We'll keep going. We need Stan tactical insight on he knows a thing or two about barbecues. Yeah, Stan got a barbecue and he's been cooking it up. That Arsenal press was fire. I don't know. I assume you're. I think the press did what it was supposed to do. They really didn't get much out of it. I think we calmed them down. Like if they thought they were going to get much, they didn't. My problem is we needed everybody to press, and like I said, in Kenya, nowhere to be found in that. Yeah, no, they looked like they were more. They wanted to win it more than we did. I mean, we took the leads and stuff because I think we're the better team, but they responded every time. You taught Eddie everything you knew. All right, and Sam has joined us. Romanian ladies of the night and peanut butter is the remedy. Never heard that one, but I guess you'll know. Sam knows these things. Sam's a worldly man, and he loves his peanut butter. And the good old gypsy does it as well. Yeah, you wake up, but yeah, I think you might not be in your house anymore. That's the pressure of having silver. Get more of it. Yeah, I mean that's what we need to do. That's what we want to do. That's where we want to respond and return back to picking up trophies, right? Big trophies, the big ones, and success breeds it. Yeah, yeah. We need to keep winning. That's all. We're not losing, so we'll do that. Mr. Tom, I'm not going to put that one up. I'm going to filter out, move to the next one because Sam said something I don't want to. I'm not going to put it out there. They were trying to play football. Oh, I don't even know why I put this one up. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna skip. No, I'm gonna put this one up because if I'm gonna put the other one up, I might as well put this one up. Don't know where you guys are going with that, but all right. Miami just Miami still scoring. I can't stop. Tom, to talk about beefy old men and speedos from Leeds. Go on, talk about them.
They're quite beefy, aren't they?
Yeah, see, he's all about the beef, man. A man likes his meat on the bone. All right, meat on the bone. Fun fact: the 70 points the Dolphins put up are tied for the third most in a game in NFL history. So look at that. You held him. You held him under the record, Spencer. 70 points. That's crazy. That's like that. You see that in college sports, but never in the pros. Never in the pros. Oh yeah, Spencer. Wives to teaching always brings great colds home to the rest of the family. Have drainage, but Tom looks dead. Yeah, gotta have the drainage. Gotta let the sinuses like open up. Can't do that if you're stuffy. Yeah, yeah. Miami decided to not take it. Feel quite a respect, or else it would have been a new record. Uh,
Don't know why that defence deserved respect from the sounds of it.
Hey, you know what? The one thing I know about the NFL, and you know it too, like at some point when you know the game's won, you try not necessarily rub it in, but get your players hurt. So I'm assuming late in that game they were just trying to run the ball, and when they had to pass to get a first down, they did, and probably yeah, that should have they should have done. Yeah, sometimes Broncos maybe would have woken up if they would have broke the record. We'll see what happens now. You know, we'll see what happens now. Spent a lot of money on that QB. Russell Wilson. I thought he was going to do well there, but I think for me, it all went downhill. As you guys know, in that Super Bowl when they went to him and not to the man with the Skittles, Marshawn Lynch, in the Super Bowl. That's when I think it all started. Not his career, but his trajectory just went. They should have ran the ball. Should have ran the ball. Since then, it hasn't looked the same for him. Seattle, and now it looks like Denver's going through the same thing. No cold down in the mines. What? Yeah, tied the all-time record would have set the record in the Super Bowl era. Wow, wow. Yeah, I know about the colds. My kids go back to school and high school and stuff like that, and they always seem to come back in that first month. You get the sniffles. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. Mr. Tom and Sam were hanging out, and that's where it happened. Yeah, I don't know. Charity Shield. That's not a trophy, man. That's just that's a big plate, big platter. Stefan has joined us. Welcome to the show, Stefan. Yeah, and everybody's a slag, I guess. All-time college record. Georgia Tech 222, Cumberland 0. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, I think Cumberland is not at the level of Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech's not even at a good level. So that's to tell you how bad Cumberland is. So, which team holds the record of most clean sheets? Let's see what this. You going to answer that for us later on, everybody? Which team holds the Champions League record of most clean sheets? Arsenal's got one so far this season, so that was not a bad play call. And as I say that as a Patriots fan, I don't know what call that was. If it works out, it's a streak, stroke of genius. Celtic have the Champions League record for most losses. I don't know the clean sheets and losses. Yeah, clean sheets. Let's see. Was it Sam says clean sheets in Champions League and total drew in a season. Arsenal hold the season Champions League record. Wow, cool. We could do with some of those this season. Maybe make games easy for us and we can get out of there. Let's see. Bills, Dolphins should be interesting. Yeah, that should be a good.
Of course, it's going to be Arsenal.
Yeah, it should be, but the Bills quarterback loves to throw picks, so it could be a really bad one. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal's got the clean sheets, but they, I don't want that record, right? I think nobody wants a clean sheet record when it'd be nice to just have we won a trophy record, one of the teams with a trophy. So yeah, it's at 67. Let's see. Cumberland brought ringers to baseball game, and John Heisman got his frustration on Cumberland. If you know John Heisman, you know the trophy, the best college player trophy is named after. I believe that's him. The name of the Heisman is a Heisman, right? So, Tom shouldn't have enjoyed this Sunday too much. All of those peanut butter, all of that peanut butter, peanut butter, and those. Some people from Romania stopped by. Them sticks of rock, and yes, Romanian people in the middle of a burnt-out caravan in Jaywitch. Messy afternoon indeed. So that's what you were doing, Mr. Tom? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So you hung out with Lolo. What is it on Friday? Was it Friday you hung
Yeah.
out with him? Okay.
Yeah. He's not to blame for this. I know exactly who gave me this.
Uh-oh. So I was gonna blame him for it just because, why not?
No, no, no.
That's
I know
it's
the guilty party.
what's crazy is it's sometimes it's y- you it's nowadays you figure it out pretty quickly, right? So that sucks. But it's the cold, it's the cold season, as long as you're not, you know but it's the cold season, so picking up a cold is crazy. 19 games, 995 minutes without conceding. Wow.
Excuse me. 1 second.
Uh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's good, but we need that's 10 games, huh? 10 games. The one where they throw it instead of handing up in Super Bowl. Tom sounds as he snorted half of. Yeah, I told him I should kick him out, but I don't want to do that. Let him do that if he wants to go, but he wants to hang out, so that's cool. Colonel, you were the Colonel, Mr. Thomas, Sam, just dirty man. Yep, same Heisman. All right, John Heisman is the man who the trophy is named after. Stiff arm, or is it this one? I don't know which hand it is, left or the right, but yeah, yeah. Mr. Tom looks bad, and what the. Tom looks like he's ready to pass over the rings, over to the rings. Yeah, cool season hasn't even started. You know what's crazy? It may not have started, but I know for a fact, at least over here on the East Coast here, it went from like really nice and comfortable to like waking up in 57 degrees temperatures, which was a big drop. I mean, probably about 20-degree difference, basically it seemed like overnight. And that plus, like I said, the kids all going back to school, and you're just creating a smorgasbord of just germs. Next thing you know, everybody's kind of getting a little bit of something, and yeah. And I think people also have been traveling. They make that last trip to go out before the school starts, and I think just just the cold season, and it happens. It happens. It's not cold season, but I think the weather has changed. I mean, right now it's 59 degrees, and it's been not so good. Tom is supposed to take. He's supposed to take the medicine. I don't know. Are you taking Are you taking some medicine? Have you taken some?
I have taken some tablets.
Very nice. Very nice. Did you? For me, I remember my parents would always put, and I don't know if you do this because they put the Vicks on your chest. It opens up your sinuses, makes you breathe. I don't know if you do that or.
I do that, or I use Albus oil if I'm trying to sleep.
Mm. Okay. Cool. Cool.
It's a similar effect.
All right. And then I think I would is it Peptol? Is it Peptol?
Yeah, but that's more if you have an upset stomach, I believe.
Not Peptol. Oh my God. It was something my parents would put in the bath because we would take a bath. They would point this liquid into the bath. It turn it a little bit white, and it was similar thing because you had the hot water and you get the steam from it, and open up the sinuses. It's not Peptol. What is it? Oh, it was like a fifth of liquor. It looked like it was like a brown liquid. Um, this is what I had when I was little over in England. I can't think of what it was called, but we would use it at bath time when I was little. What
Are
is
you
it
on about
called?
vapor rub?
No, no. I'm talking about when I take a bath. My parents would put like a cap full of this thing into the tub, into the bathtub, and it would help with like I said, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was not. Yeah, yeah. Stefan's a little. He's just. Yeah, as you said. Hey, there you go. Say it, Mr. Tom. Oh,
Leeds.
He must have. Did you go sneeze or something? Oh, you put the. Okay, you put the logo up.
Badge. The
20
badge.
degree temperature. It's not. 20-degree drop isn't normal. Usually, it kind of gradually gets to the from the 70s to the 50s. You don't like bang. It seemed like just over. Like I said, one day. Like the day before, it was in the 70s. The next morning, I woke up and I looked at the temperature and it was still in the 50s, and I was like, "Wow, that's a there you go, Mr. Tom." Yeah.
I've no idea why that's the Leeds badge.
What is it? Anything? Any special reason for that?
No, I don't know how that got there.
Oh. Mm. Isn't it set up on your account, the last account you used, probably? Right? We all love Leeds thing.
No, that's not the badge that we use.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
I use that badge on my YouTube account, but that's not necessarily linked to this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because it's yours.
Yeah. I think, well, you know what? Mine shows up when I go on other shows. And I think because you're an administrator, I don't know how you got into the show, but I think it just uses your account. It doesn't look at, you're not coming in as a guest. So I think that's part of it. You telework tomorrow? Yeah, it's going to the office tomorrow, so yuck. Talk. You are the human mucus. I don't know that mucus or mucus. I don't know. Yeah. I reckon Gary should offer to star in the new version of Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't know where you got that from. That's all right. No thanks.
I think
Tom,
it's a wonderful idea.
Tom looks absolutely done. Bless him. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's drinking Pepsi. That's that revitalizes him. So, yeah, everybody knows Vicks, man. Sulfuric acid for the bat. I don't think that's what I was saying. I have to look it up now. Let's see, English. Let's see if it comes up. It was oh, Dettol. Dettol. Oh, that was for antiseptic. All right, that is not what I was thinking. Even though I think you could put Dettol in the bathtub, right? So I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
I personally wouldn't.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't Dettol. It was something else that goes in the tub. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, wrong, not the right thing. Sticky Vicky, yeah. That would get rid of everything. Oh. And that seeing Sticky Vicky, how is she? Oh boy. Okay, and and Sam is yeah, going there. He's going there. Dettol. Yeah, Dettol. That's what it is. That has a bottle. It looks like. Is it Dettol? Or did I just say Dettol isn't the right thing? No.
It's antiseptic product.
Oh, okay. So maybe maybe it's because when I would fall over, because I did a lot of that too. And I think you take a bath with it, it would help with the healing, right?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why. All right, so I knew something that went in there. I thought it was when I was sick, not when
No,
I fell over and skinned a knee or something like that.
no, with the
I think,
disinfection ups.
yeah. All right. Witch hazel cures every. Yeah, I believe that does. Yeah, I don't think you want to drink it, but you can put it on anything. So yeah, no, I do believe in the Vicks though. Vicks. I don't know. I used to get the little tube, that you would stick in your nose and breathe, because I didn't like putting that greasy Vicks stuff on my chest. 'Cause then you stick your finger in it and you poke your eye. Next thing you know, you're crying. Who wants that? So we haven't been talking about the game because the game sucked. But as I said, everybody's to blame. Some people want to blame. They want to blame Jorginho. I don't want to blame Jorginho only. He gets a part of this. Everybody gets a piece. Bargav has joined us. Welcome to the show, Bargav. Don't really want to bang on about the game. We won the most important game of the week. Champions League, good. Yeah, yeah, it's good, but we needed to win that game too. I think we not necessarily we want to keep pace with City, but we also need to win that game because it's the North London derby. Yeah, we need to win these games. We need to get used to winning, even when we don't have a full squad. We were doing that. It seemed like all season, right? All season, 5, 6 games. We haven't had a full squad yet, right? I mean, start the season, Timber plays half a game and then he's out. Uh, Partey plays for what 3 games and now he's out. Zinchenko doesn't start the season, so we haven't really been able to play with a full squad for multiple games yet. Um, Zinchenko, I don't think has played with Timber, so there you go. So yeah, I think we needed to win that thing. We need to keep pace with the big boys. Right now it's City and Liverpool sitting there at 1 and 2. We should be there. We should be there anyways. We should have beat Fulham, right? This was a game that okay, we'll take a draw, but definitely not a loss. And we were trying our hardest not to win this thing, and we did a good job. Fix. Yeah, what does this say? Vix is essential in every Spanish household. Yeah, everybody knows about Vix. So we have learned that Gary used to walk like Forrest Gump and fall over the time. Yeah, I was a little kid. I'd fell. I always fall. I will cast a spell on Tom that Leeds will never beat Ipswich ever again. I don't think he wants that. I think he wants to stay right where he is. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Brentford match. You want to say something?
I would just, I'd like to ask a fair question that if the return fixture was happening next week, would Stefan fancy his team's chances of winning?
Mhm. There you go. That's the question that's been asked. We're trying to get to the answer. I'm not. I don't think I'm that far from the bottom here. But as you said, Bargaff, I am looking forward to next week. Do you guys play midweek?
Nope. Play again on Saturday morning.
All right.
Or sorry, Saturday lunchtime.
All right. So we
Right.
play Saturday. I guess it's morning for me over here. So more than likely, I probably will just do a watch along because it's at 10 o'clock my time. 11 o'clock is when the show usually starts. I kind of hate breaking it up. So maybe we'll just do a watch along and, we'll compete with Ryan, I guess, but it's my show time. So we'll do a full show this weekend because I'm gonna watch it anyways. So why not just stay on my channel and just do it the whole time? So we'll see. Uh, 81. Same with Indian households. Everybody is all about the VIX, man. Everybody's about the VIX. Here we go. Get a bowl of boiled water, put some Vicks in it, cover your head over the bowl, and breathe in the vapors through your nose. Yeah, see, yeah, that steam bath, but with the Vicks, yes, that helps, man. Open up you want to open up your sinuses so you can breathe and then you can sleep and then you can recover. So, Mr. Tom, I don't know what you got at the house, but steam. Hope do you take showers or baths? Whatever you do, hot, hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Realistically, we aren't winning the league. The 3 cups are our own. I hear what you're saying, Biggs, but we cannot like that can't be our plan just to not try to win the league. I don't think we can do that and then expect to win the league at some point. We need to plan to win everything, win every game, all of that stuff. All right? That's the only way this thing works. No team in English in the Premier League if they just plan to win one thing. Because you know what I say? Shoot for the stars, hit the moon. You try to win all four, and if you win one, we'll take it, right? Uh, you got to be trying to win all of them because you know what? You can't take games off. Bigger fish to fry? No, I don't like that thought. Try to win everything, no matter who's playing. Don't take a game off Arteta this week on Wednesday against Brentford. You put whatever team you decide to put out there, and their objective is to win. Is to win. The backup players need to expect to win when they go out there, or else what's the point of having them on the pitch? That's why you start your starters because you don't trust your backups, but you should. or else this isn't going to work. Yeah, no, we can definitely go there and get the win for sure. Hopefully we'll be healthier when we play them. Let's see, when's the next when do we play them? We should have everybody back, I think, by then. Let's see. We play them. When do we play them? We don't play them until April, late April. So that'd be really nice. So we play last 5 matches of the season. We Wolves away, that team away, Bournemouth at home, Manchester United away, and then Everton at home. So, that's like, one of our tougher matches in the last 5, actually in the last like 8 games, last 9 games, because the 30th week of the season we played Manchester City. So we're back kind of where we were before, if you think about it. The last 9 games of the season. Yeah, the last 9 games of the season we play City, Luton Town, Brighton, Villa, Wolves, that team, Bournemouth, Manchester United, and Everton. 3 tough ones, 3 easy ones, and then 3 teams kind of in the middle, right? Brighton, Villa, and we'll see where Everton is at that point. But Luton Town, Brighton, Villa, yeah, and Everton most likely, because Bournemouth, Wolves, and Luton Town will probably be at the bottom. So gotta do good there. Yep. Good advice from Stan. Steam man. We've got Holly. I believe Spence's wife is in the house. Oh, she's got a suggestion for you. Tylenol, cold and head congestion severe is what I'm taking. So there you go. Take that. That also probably helps clear out your, all that clogged up sinuses and your head doesn't feel stuffy. All these suggestions from Mr. Tom. Hopefully he's taking Pepsi. I don't know if that works the same, but he's been doing Pepsi shots. Team needs to focus on City and Chelsea. That will make up for yesterday. You know what? Team needs to beat Brentford. Then they need to beat Bournemouth. Then they need to beat who they play after that. Lens, and then they go to City. And yeah, City and Chelsea are at the end of this rainbow essentially, but we need to win going in. We cannot have what we did last time. And here's my warning. This is a warning. We've done this before, right? We've had 3 games, 3 Premier League matches before the City match. We just drew. Bournemouth, we have to win. I guess Brentford. Oh, yeah. So we need to win Brentford. Really, that's all we have, because everything else is a cup match or you're in Champions League. So, but those 3 games going into the City match, we need to win them. We can't have slip-ups. I believe. If you look at our season last year, before every City match, we dropped points in 3 straight matches. Can't do that. We need to go in, with a plan that gets us points, gets us all the points, and gets us wins. So Arteta, I think, does this. He sets his team up, and mentally, I think they always are looking ahead to some game that when they go play it, they don't even play it hard. Because if they go into a City match and they do what they've done before, we'll be looking at a 3-0, 3-1, 4-1 match score. And if they're looking ahead, they can't look ahead. We need to win the game in front of us. Clean your sinuses right out and goes into your pores over your face. There you go. Yep. And then do some poppers. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's some stuff that does help. Yes, I would. We would make a great start to the season. It's not like Leeds hammered us. Great game, though. So he's looking forward to it.
We gave them goals at the end of each half. Shit defending. Other than that, it was a hammering. But anyway.
Yeah. Poppers is always the solution. What is a popper, Mr. Tom?
It is a substance that will make a person experience a high, let's just say.
All right.
like a party popper, but you're in hell, I believe.
All right. All right. All right. We'll not get into that anymore. Having a squad valued at $1 billion, we gotta be able to compete for. Yeah. Everybody. I think the true. I guess you can call it the true, or at least a lot of the Chelsea fans think that with all the money spent, they should be looking to win something, right? You can't have all that talent and not try to get the best out of it. And right now, they're not doing that either. So they have a whole week to plan for these matches. You would think they would come into them prepared to do something. I mean, but yeah, they're a young team, so you got to keep them lively, keep things different, and I think that's the problem sometimes. They need some experienced players to help them get through these weeks, but if not, you need to find a way to get these young players ready to play up every time they come in. Shoot the stars, but have some Kleenex handy in case you only hit the bed sheets. Yeah, I think you're talking about something else, and I'm not talking about that. Not talking about that at all. Got to admit, the draw seems like a defeat. Maybe Arsenal have become too complacent. In the North, how can we be complacent? We just beat them the last 2 seasons. Last season we beat them twice, right? They scored 1 goal. We scored 5. I don't think it's complacent. I think it's Arteta. Just he's not. Once again, He's you want him to get better, but he's got a lot on his plate now. I think the Champions League game changed his thinking. Because if you think about it, last season he just basically brought in a whole new team for the European Cup. Now he has to play his starters. I don't know if he's ready. Like I always said, a lot of people expected him to be able to compete on all fronts. And I'm like, it's going to be a challenge. So you shouldn't be expecting like the best. You should expect him to. I want to compete in all 4 events for all 4 fronts. But that doesn't mean we're going to get better than we were last season. We can't. It just doesn't make any sense. How can you compete on 4 fronts when you barely competed in 2 last season? All right. The squad has gotten somewhat better and somewhat not. All right. We're down right now. Right now, as it stands, we're down 2 number 6s. We're down two left wings. Think about it. That's what we're down right now. We're on our 3rd left wing. We're on our 3rd number 6. If we played today, so not good. Nobody's 3rd, as somebody said, nobody's 3rd number 6 is as good as Jorginho. You go to the 3rd player, you're not getting a quality player like Jorginho. He did mess up, yes, but I think he let up one. You can say a lot of things about why he wasn't as alert as he should have been in the middle of that pitch. Chelsea plays again. They play big games, but they don't play a North London derby like this. I think it's something you have to really be ready for. You cannot, especially after a goal, man. We just scored a goal. Last thing you want to do is give up, make a mistake. You fell asleep at the wheel, and we paid for it. It's the bed sheets. Oh, you guys, just no, I don't even know why. I'm gonna. Gosh. Nope, skipping over yours, Stan. Guys are making me. Oh no, and I just. I thought. I'm not good at this filtering thing, man. Oh, you got me,
You
Stefan.
should just let me run the comments, Gary.
No, but yeah, because you're just gonna read them all out. Sometimes I don't want to even read them out.
Not true. Not true.
Yeah.
I would, on my own show, I would read them all out.
Yes.
On your show, I would filter them.
Yeah.
And the key thing is, I would read them before putting them up.
Yes, I don't do that. I don't
do not do that. Clearly.
So Stan says here, sometimes Mikel kind of overthinks his tactics. By playing Jesus on the left and Eddie through the middle, it's just creating 2 problems. Yeah, it's what I said earlier. You basically weaken Jesus by putting him out there on the left, and then Kedia in a big game like this one needs to play his best. And I don't think he even played anywhere. I don't think he's played any worse, than this one. And the reason why it's worse is because it's a bigger game, and we expect him not to. You expect something out of him. He gave us nothing. The man played 100 minutes and gave us nothing. and players that, and Jesus had to come out. If Jesus couldn't finish the game, he should have played in the strongest position for the team, the one where he could do the most damage, do the most for the team, and that's on Arteta. On Arteta, you take a player out of his preferred position where he can do more for the
Sorry,
team,
excuse me a
and you
moment.
punish it. All right, and we get punished for it. I think he hurt, like you said, he hurt two positions, and that's what we've done before. Remember, we were doing that with Saka. Saka trying to figure out where to play him. We would play him at left back just to get him on the pitch. No, find the best place for him and put him there. We finally did. It lasted a year. He did well, and then he's gone. Right. And now we know what that position requires for Arteta, and we're starting over again, trying to find somebody to fill that hole that we just created. It took 7 years to get to, or 6 years to get to. Yeah, Poppers. Yeah, I hear that. You know nothing. Oh, look who's joined us. This is interesting. Look who's joined us. Well, look at this. I'll bring him in. Look at this, guys. Everybody.
Hi, Gary. Hi, folks.
Hey there, Mr. Tony Turner. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Everybody thinks you got in. I think Mr. Tom got into your stash. You can see.
What?
You can actually see his eyes now. When he first started the show, you can see his eyes.
Are you trying to say I was squinty, Gary?
No. Well, no. That's not why. That's not why people's eyes don't open up all the time, Tony. He was still kind of waking up from his slumber. He's not feeling well, but he's going to do this. He's been powering through. He's been powering through. So, Mr. Tom, Tony, we've been talking about the game. Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
You're smiling. So let's turn that frown upside down. Tell us about the game.
Good first half. Sloppy defense, both halves. Game we should have won, but we didn't. Arteta's kind of forced to go with this now since players are dropping like flies. But it's a game we lost 2 points.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I hear you, Stefan, on this whole complacent because we won the last 2 matches, but for me, most of this team realizes that these games are tough. They're not easy. I don't think it was easy getting those wins last time. I hear what you're saying. If they're complacent, that's on the coaching for some part of it. This team needs to know going into this match that this isn't the same team they played last season. I mean, they're different now. They're probably playing more as a team than they did the last number of seasons. All 11 players are contributing a little bit. And Tony is showing us his
Look,
Gatorade Zero.
look, it's camera went right to it.
Oh, is that you got the technology? The camera moves.
Yep.
See, look at that. The camera moves to the I guess. Wow. Oh no! I don't know
There you
where it
go,
was
Gary.
going. Yeah.
You're safe.
No. Yeah. No. Just take that. Don't scare us, please. I don't want to get in trouble. I
Tom,
don't get.
get
Give us
feeling
a
better.
I'm trying to get him to talk. When he talks, when he's ready to talk, he lets me know. Yeah. He killed.
Tony,
Yep.
do you have any questions this week?
Oh wait.
Tom, I've got a question.
Like, you like that, Tony?
Sure. Love you too, Gary.
I have to hear it again just one more time because I put a lot of work and effort into it.
Tom, I've got a question.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that.
Gary,
Oh,
you
man.
sure are a dick, but I still love you.
Hey, I didn't say it. All right, I didn't say it.
I personally would actually like to re-record that because I did it way too fast. Tony's cadence is at least 50% slower.
When I get the new audio, we'll update it. No problem. So, yeah, he killed Arteta. Instead of like pushing Partey back into the North London Derby, he killed him before he had a chance to get into the North London Derby. Three games at right back, done. Arteta, smart move. Yeah, no, they've started well. They started well. I think that as once again, this is the difference between Arteta and a lot of the managers he goes against that we struggle against. They all have experience. They all have all won, and the experience shows through because they're able to get teams that not playing so good together all of a sudden immediately are playing well, and you can see what they're trying to do. They don't have all the parts, but it's working out, and that's Arteta's going to learn. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn. You know.
He just thinks there's only one part, Gary.
Yeah. There's a lot to this, and the simple things. Can we start a game on the front foot, right? Can we not take our foot off the gas when we score? Can we be alert for 90 minutes? You got to run through the tape.
The
Got to run
answer
through
is
the tape.
no, Gary.
Right now, we don't show we can run through the tape, man. We take gap. We start walking, and teams get us.
You're like one of those runners that get
Okay,
there
Eternal
first.
War. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not doing the good filtering once again. Yeah.
You're the worst at it, Gary. The absolute worst.
I think I catch every other one. I miss one and I catch the next one. I think everybody's gonna be nice. Yeah, I'm skipping over that one, Stefan. Get your money back, mate. Let me see. Oh, you guys are so nasty. Nasty. And then, see, this is the thing right here, right? Stan says it right here. Eddie Howe has his record signing Tonali on the bench, and they've won. Guess what? Sometimes you bring in a new player. It's not. They need time to gel. They need time to get into, get the message across as to how the game works. Once again, we'll go back to it again. If Grealish can sit and learn from the bench, anybody can. Anybody can. Arteta hasn't learned that. I mean, he hasn't learned that. Havertz does not have to play every game to get him ready. He needs to actually be part of the team for a bit. Let him figure it out through practice, coming in late in the games when things are when he doesn't have to hopefully have as much pressure on him. Yeah. Gatorade, Water Boy. I don't know what that means.
It's a movie.
Yeah. Tom does look like he doesn't give 4 X's.
For I
Yeah, I
think
didn't say.
Tom could put lots of words in those four little.
Yeah, he could put a lot in there
Yes.
for sure. For sure. Yeah. No, like I said, this game. I mean, it's a learning exercise for one Arteta. Champions League goes out there, wins 4-0. I think he played. I want to say he played a lot of these players too much, and they just didn't come back ready to play because they couldn't because they played midweek. They don't know how to recover from those types of games. When we play Sevilla, we're going to struggle. Like I'm looking at. Let's look at the numbers here. Havertz played 90. Martin Odegaard played 90, and he struggled. Gabriel, he played 90. He looked a little bit. So he looked like he struggled. Saliba, he played 90. He actually was, as some people say, the best player on the pitch, right? Ben White played 90. I didn't see Ben White for much of the game. David Raya played 90. He looked like he could have taken a break. Declan Rice 75 minutes. Didn't make it through. Didn't last a half. Gabriel Jesus played 68 minutes. Couldn't go a full 90. Saka, 68 minutes. Got beat up, had to come off as well. Trossard, 57 minutes and didn't even make the squad. Was out. Zinchenko, 57 minutes. And once again, what did Zinchenko do for us? I mean, this is the part of the game that Arteta needs to figure out. These players need to. He's going to have to figure this thing out quickly. Since that first match, Tonali hasn't done much. You know what? I think that's happens when you come to a club, man. When you come to a club, it takes time. I think you can't all be Rices and Timbers, right? It's not. They don't always click right away, which is fine because you bought them for talent. And you need to figure. They need to figure out how to get the answers to the questions the manager's posing. Looking good, Tony. Tony, I'm gonna keep talking. You guys can just butt in. Tony, talk.
What do you want me to talk about?
Oh my gosh, we're just talking about the game, dude.
Tony,
I thought you were
got a
wanting to talk about
question.
the direction we're headed,
Oh, you know what?
or
You know what? You know what?
just the game.
Tom, I've got a question. It's way too fast. I did that so badly.
You know what you should do? You should go into your videos because you've heard that. Oh, is it me? I have to go into my videos and see it. All right, I gotta find it when he did it last, and maybe I'll put the actual video in.
I could just I'll re-record it.
Yeah.
But
You know what's funny is you sent me the audio, and I was like, what in the world is this? Yeah, he has that
it
scary
was
dead-eye stare that Millwall's fans.
Acting like it's their season and you just bought a new crossbow, Tom.
Oh, Colonel Ward. Tony, you can read this.
I'm glad Tony's here. I can't do it. Go on. Tom, help me out here.
I'm so glad Tony here. I heard he had an accident after he put Cannon on his wheelchair. He's been in hospital having the thing removed from his rear end. Got Cannon up his ass.
Oh man.
Tom.
I can tell you an interesting statistic. Newcastle United yesterday scored more goals in one game than Chelsea have this season.
That's crazy. Crazy. And not only that, but Haaland has actually scored as many goals as Chelsea. I think he scored more.
Yeah, but he outscored Chelsea last season, so it's not that surprising.
Spencer, my bad. I should have tagged you in when I was here by myself. Anytime you want to come on, dude, you just tell me, man. I'll let you in. You can come in and hang out with us. So if you want to come in now, let me know. I'll send you the link. We still got about 20 or so minutes, depending on how Tony just showed up, right?
Yep.
Party's still going. So,
Have you had your crisp yet, Tom?
Chris, the man was telling me he was sleeping like an hour before the show. I'm surprised we got him. Did you get crisps? I think
I have crisps, but I'm not eating them.
See, I think that I would be surprised if you were. Man, we're trying to get everything we can out of him as it is. Who you guys playing this weekend, Mr. Tom?
We are away at Southampton.
That could be a tough one, right? That could be a tough one.
I'm expecting a win. That sounded more arrogant than I meant it. Just based on the start, is that Southampton have been quite leaky at the back, and Leeds haven't conceded a goal in September.
All right.
The only team in to all four tiers of English football to have not
you know what?
conceded a goal this month.
I'm looking at Leeds. Their record, not so good. Not so good. They've lost 4 of their last 5 matches. So not what I not the team I was thinking of. I guess I was thinking of who was I thinking of? Who's leading the championship right now?
Leicester.
Leicester. Maybe I was thinking of Leicester. Yeah, yeah. These days, Leeds and Ipswich just score more goals than Arsenal. They are, Big Gunner. As I tell everybody all the time, and I am a broken record. Uh, three goals is Arsenal should be getting 3 goals out of the team every game. When they don't, they struggle, man. They struggle. So yeah, we should be able to get 3 goals on anybody and everybody. So I sent you the link, Spencer, just in case you want to hang out with us before we get out of here. Ipswich fans have waited a while for decency. Yeah, you got it. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, right? Leeds should beat
What are you talking about? He had it last year.
But it's still in the same league, dude.
No, they got promoted last year.
Oh,
They didn't lose for 25 games until they played Leeds.
Oh, is that right?
About decent play, decent.
Oh, I didn't know they oh, see, I don't know anything about there. I thought they were in the championship. So there you go.
Nope.
There you go.
They're doing very well. They're doing very well. Give them that.
Oh, cool. As the standings say right now, what is it? Oh, they're second, tied with Leicester. Yeah, 2-goal difference is the difference there. All right. Southampton definitely struggling there. They got 10 points. So, there's a crazy 3-point difference from 15th to 5th. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you win each week, you can drop from top 6 to 14th easily. Crazy. Southampton are much more weaker than last season. I think they lost a bit of players, right?
Yeah, they never replaced them. I mean, I'm glad they never, because it increases my team's chances of success. But the thing is, they made a lot of money and they're just sitting on it.
Which is crazy, because you can always make a lot more money if you keep winning. It's kind of how this thing works, right? I mean, you sit on it and then you lose and then you go down and down and down. Doesn't really help. Tony comes on these shows, but looks like the lost kid in Tesco. Tony's doing what he's doing, man. I mean, the fact that he's on here smiling, I'm taking it. I'm enjoying it. Don't get to see him on the show too often, so man's got things going on with his body, as you guys know. Body is betraying him. Not doing good.
8 different autoimmune diseases.
So there you go. See, man's trying to get to 10, and Tony's like, no, I don't want to hit 10. So there's a fight going on. Playing in League One was depressing. Yeah, well, you're in the big boys now. You're sitting at the top. I mean, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look who joins us before we get out of here. We've got Spencer joins us. Welcome to the show, Spencer.
What's going on, man?
Not much. As you can see, I've got I want to say I have drunk Tom, but he's not drunk. He looks like it.
He's trying, man. He's trying.
He looks like he was going after a cough syrup.
Fucking jackasses.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm here for it.
I had the NyQuil right here, so. No, it's not the liquid, man. You gotta have the liquid, right? Back in the days, the liquid was gold, right?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you motherfuckers have turned up 1 hour ago and then I could fucking go to sleep?
That was my
motherfuckers.
Dude, I told him. I told him if he wanted to go, he could. He wanted to hang out. So.
I'll hang out. Hello, Spencer. Hello. I like the way Gary went. Oh, look who showed up! Like it's a big surprise. When 3 minutes ago he went, "I've sent you the link, Spencer." It's like it'd be like on December 25th, like my parents going, "You never guess who visited last night." I'd be like, "Well, I'm fucking hoping it was Santa."
You don't want it to be Krampus.
Exactly.
But you don't know, right? It could be anybody. It could be anybody. He could have given the link to somebody else, and then surprise.
And then you would have gone, who's that? Who's that? And done that. But instead, you were like, in. So
It could have been Alonzo. It could have been Stan.
couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
Could have been the very rarely Ray appearance.
True. Yeah. So Spencer, tell us you give us your thoughts on the game. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk about it, but here you go.
No, I haven't, man. I said that's not true. I went on Gooner Gathering and I talked to the league. I was disappointed in it, but it's one of those things where the last 20 minutes of the game, I'm like, please don't lose this, because it had that vibe where like they had possession there from I think like the 60th minute on, and then we finally kind of weltered the storm, and then we tried to have a couple goes at it. But it's almost that time, and I'm not going to gig on Eddie, but he wasn't going to do anything except create. The only time he was going to do something is if he drew a foul. That time when Eddie, like, he's not dribbling anybody, he just comes in and tries to fall over and get a foul. And I'm not picking on Eddie. Like, it's an 11-man failure. I mean, a draw. I mean, look, for them, it's been like if you go on Twitter, they're happy, like they're excited, and we're all kind of like, eh. But that means the standards have been raised, right? I mean, it's disappointing because you want to beat them every time you play them. I wanted to hear that song "Tottenham Get Battered Everywhere They Go," and we both got a point out of it. But hey, I look at it like this: they pulled Declan Rice because he said he wasn't feeling good. If you sacrifice 2 points and don't lose Declan Rice for like maybe a couple days, I'll take that any day of the week as opposed to him finishing the game, us getting 3 points, and him being out for 4 weeks. So, I mean, it's kind of a glass half full, glass half empty approach, but it's disappointing that you didn't beat them because we're definitely better than him. I mean, there's no question about it. The scoreboard didn't show it, but
Yep.
We'll revamp and try to. I want to go for the cups this year, man. I mean, especially the Carabao Cup. Establish that winning mentality. That's what City does. City goes after that Carabao Cup, and he gets those guys hungry and starving for trophies. I mean, you can't. I just think it'd be above Arsenal to sit there and be like, we're going to throw Carabao Cup away. No, you've got to go for it, man.
When you think about it, the players that get to play in the Carabao Cup are the ones that come off the bench. Yeah. And if you come off the bench and you contribute, it makes you hungry to contribute in other ways. It's an incentive, right? Here, I'm giving you minutes. Show me what you got. Those guys go out there and fight for it. Then they give you more in the Premier League match, and then you give them more confidence. You can't get confidence if you don't play. And we're not giving players minutes, so they're not getting any confidence with the coach. So I don't know. I think that's where Arteta is missing the boat on this one. Those guys need to go in there fighting for everything because they know if they don't play in the Premier League and in the Champions League. So
another one. I'm gonna give Havertz some minutes on Wednesday.
He should get all 90.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, help build his confidence. We're gonna need him. I know a lot of people trash him, and I'm probably a big supporter of his, but he's definitely left me a little disappointed with some of the output. But we're going to need him if we're going to win this league. We need him to succeed. But, I mean, that's a disappointing thing about not having Partey, right? Because you could have potentially, like, brought ESR on quicker. I think that was the big one that I wanted to see earlier was Emile Smith-Rowe come on because he's so dynamic when he gets out there. That's the other thing.
What are you doing, Tom? Are you trying to signal a plane?
No, sorry. Please continue. I'm sorry, it was rude of me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I was thinking about some of the formation stuff. We'd have had different players available. I mean, you could have pulled Nketiah off and moved Havertz up to the 9, and if you'd have had Rice stay out there, you could have kept Jorginho in there and moved Rice up to the 8, and put ESR in a little quicker. But, if you don't have the players available, that makes it kind of rough. But it's disappointing to try to them, but you got to move forward on this one, and we have to, like you said, we can't drop points before the City game, right? Like you said, that happened twice last year, and that's so critical to make sure that get to Saturday's game with Bournemouth and just put them away quickly.
Very true. Very true. Like I said, we need to win the next two to stop the rut, as I call it, before we go into the City match. So we'll see. Brentford, we need to win that. What do you say, Mr. Tom? Peace. Hang 10.
I just want to say, if Jimmy Savile turned up at my doorstep on Christmas morning, I'll tell you what I'd actually say. I'd go, Jimmy, you've got some questions to answer because you want to hear what people have been saying about you for a few years now. You need to clarify a few things. Yeah, I'll stop short of saying mate, like, because I'm not, depending on what his answer is, obviously. But just throw that out there. It's really important.
You got a joke?
Right.
I don't know. I think it's our first joke from one Holly.
She's
For everybody,
been those downstairs, man.
what's the ghost's favorite soccer position?
Oh, Gooley. Dude, before I came on, she kept reading all these dad jokes to me, right? It's funny, but it's like, she's on that cough medicine too. She's on that Tom medicine.
Tom medicine.
Well, she's got 2 litre bottle of Pepsi.
We don't have that at the house. Not yet.
I'm not even putting up any of these posts, Colonel and BX and Stefan.
I'm not surprised, Gary, but it was the thought there in my head when I saw it. So
no. I'll put this one up there because everybody, they're all, yeah.
Wow. Wow. You know what he was accused of is bad when people on the other side of the pond know who he is.
They did a Netflix series on him, right? On Jimmy Savile or something?
Oh, that explains it. I was unaware of that. Oh, thank you for mentioning the Netflix. I watched Gators. It was a documentary on Netflix about the Florida Gators.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I haven't actually watched it. I watched. I think I went to like a lot of those games. I went to the championship game and all of that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw you in the crowd.
Yeah, that was the days when I would get to go to a lot of games. Not so much now, and then they're not playing so well right now.
Tom, that was Ian Wright, not Gary. Wrong doppelganger.
Yeah. No, as I said, this game, like I said, we have to turn the tide. So you'll know how Arteta has coached these guys up or not by how we come out and play against Brentford. I don't care who's playing. Brentford gets their starting 11. It doesn't matter. We're not going to start our starting 11, our first 11, but we need to come out there and get the win regardless. So, as you said, Havertz needs to show us why.
Yeah.
Why and what he's got.
I think Tom wants to say something, Gary.
Go on.
No, just what Colonel Ward said. I'm hoping it's the same thing. It's the way Spencer said Jimmy Savile. I thought, wow, that makes him sound way cooler than just Jimmy Savile. Can you imagine in Leeds General Hospital when he was like the name Savile, Jimmy Savile.
Doesn't sound like the guy you guys are talking about, does it?
It's Agent 3, Tom.
I'm sorry, all right. I'm hoping. I'm just hoping that me and Colonel were like that on this. I'm sorry. He's going to turn around and go that I ain't because he's not. But sorry. I'm gonna. Sorry, this is inappropriate. Sorry,
yeah,
I try to be appropriate.
You guys are getting all dirty and nasty and dark and everything all in one.
It's all Tony Turner's fault.
It is.
Why is it my fault?
Yes. So, Spencer, I guess we'll go back and forth from whatever we're going, and then we'll go back to football. So we're down right now. Right now, we're down 2 number 6s and two left wings. Are we still okay?
Well, we haven't lost a game yet. I mean, that's well. Do you feel good about the sixes you got? So we don't know how long Rice is going to be out, right? We don't
Yep,
know. I
yep.
mean, we hear rumors, but we don't know. Do you
Yep.
feel comfortable at Jorginho against Bournemouth? I do.
Yeah, he should be
Right.
fine. And I think a lot of people even said El Neni should have come on because El Neni isn't.
That was
And El Neni's the safer bet. He gives you sevens. His
yeah.
7 is nowhere close to what Jorginho gives you, but we just saw what Jorginho can give you, and so you
Yeah.
wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get that from El Neni.
Yeah, I mean, El Neni's a good shout, but he hadn't had any game time yet, and that's such a big moment to throw him back in there for his first game, right?
We've seen him do it though. We've
Oh yeah,
seen El Neni
no,
just
no.
come off the bench after not playing for 2 months.
I mean, that's the thing with El Neni. Like, this is the thing that people forget. Like, El Neni can still do a job for you. He's just not a guy you rely on for 10 to 15 games. If you need a 2-game stretch for someone to do the business, El Neni can do it. And even yeah, I mean, I think we're fine. And here's why, especially on the left wing side, right? Smith Rowe can play up there. Reese Nelson can play up there. Are they the same level as Trossard and Martinelli? Absolutely not. But they're still not. There's teams in the league that would kill for to have those two in that position. The more concern for me is the sixes, because at the end of the day, you have to keep clean. Like, score goals win games, but defense wins championships. And if you look at Arsenal, and I say this even the Fulham game. So Fulham, for example, we should have won that game 7-8-2, but we just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. So once you fail to, the chances in this league are very, very thin at times, right? You get those opportunities, you have to take them. That's why your defense has to be almost like steel trappish. And the thing with Raya, and I'm a Ramsdale guy, but I also like Raya. I think I've kind of accepted Raya at this point based on the fact that, well, Arteta's going to pick him, so it doesn't matter at this point. But Raya does more play on the ball than Ramsdale does. That can help create those counterattacks. But I'm also old school. I want my goalkeeper to keep the ball at the back of the net. My fullbacks to play on the wings, not, I don't need my right fullback over playing with the left wing. Like I don't like that, but it happens. So it's not time to freak out till it's time to freak out. You'll know when it's time to freak out. We're not at that point.
Cool.
That's just my opinion. But
yeah, and since you had the last word there, you got another joke from the Scroggins house. Tony, you want to read it?
Why can't Cinderella play soccer? Because he's always runs away from the ball. Sorry, Gary, I had laser.
Stan's got a good one
last week.
Oh, we got another joke coming up.
You gotta do it.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I'm gonna get hell for that, but I think it's hilarious, so we should do it.
All right. So you're gonna have to read it then.
Oh, absolutely. Why can't Cinderella play football? It is because she's busy doing the ironing. I gotta lock the store, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stan is always bringing that kind of thought process to this whole thing. Yes. And Big Gunner is not a fan of El Neni. You know what? I don't want El Neni because I'd rather have one of our academy players come in. But El Neni gives you his best is a 7, and you know what? Nobody else does that on our team. Nobody else can you say they went out and they had a 7 on their best worst day. Either one, it's always a 7. So he's consistent when he comes out there, and sometimes we need consistency, right? So.
Well, what about finding a kid in the academy at this point, right? We brought Sacco along. You brought Smith Rowe, Reese Nelson, Eddie. There's got to be someone in the academy that's ready for that jump. I mean, you hear Rule Walters, Ethan Nori's another one. Give him a shot. That's free money right there too, right? That's not someone you have to go buy in January. But if he finds a way to do the job for you now, you let him play, especially in the Carabao Cup. That's the perfect time for that.
We thought we had something when he put Patino in there last season, right? Or was it season before? He
Yeah.
went into the cup match. I think he scored or gave an assist, and he's gone now. So I mean, that's where we are as a squad too.
That's weird.
Yeah, Charlie Patino would be a guy I'd love to see come back to the club, and you know, Jorginho's getting up in age, Elneny's getting up in age. We can find minutes for him, right? Like, that's the thing about competition. The more players you have, the better the competition comes. And that's the thing with Smith Rowe. Like, I love Smith Rowe. I love ESR. But he found a way to get himself hurt last year. So he almost lost his spot based on it, right? When you're unavailable, like, I have to play the next man up. I can't rely on you. That's probably what happened with Kieran Tierney as well. Too many injuries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Elneny's a 7, and like Elneny's 7 isn't the same as like another player's 7, but he's consistent. It doesn't really drop. You know what you're gonna get. He's gonna pass backwards a little bit more, but he's a lot more safer on the ball.
he's got high football intelligence.
Yeah, he's gonna play 100% for you. You know, a lot of guys take some time off. We've got looks like we got a joke. I didn't. Oh shit! All right, Mr. Tom, you can read this one.
Yeah.
This is from Glenn. Glenn, welcome to the show. He's from New York. But go ahead, Mr. Tom.
Okay. Jokes. We've got jokes here today. A man goes to the doctor for a checkup. The doctor says, "Sir, you have to stop masturbating." The man goes, "Oh my God, why?" The doctor says, "Because I'm examining you." It's very good.
Yes.
It's very good.
Welcome to the show, Glenn. Glenn, you'll find him on. What do you find him on? Bearded Gooner. He talks on there. Plus, he also has some nice videos he puts out on the Twitter.
I think he met Lolo.
Oh, did he meet Lolo?
I think so. I think I saw a photo of Lolo with him.
Oh, cool.
I could be wrong.
Well, they're in the same part of the country, so yeah. ESR should have been having a good comeback. You know what? ESR and Nelson should be part of the squad in terms of rotation and minutes. I mean, why would you sign Nelson to not use him? You don't have to play Saka for 90 minutes. It's not a written law that you have to play him for 90 minutes. You can pull him when he's slowing down a bit. You know, he will. If he plays for 90, he's going to give you a chance. But maybe you bring Nelson and you get lightning in a bottle like he showed you the last time he had to come in for Saka. You know, that right there should be a reason. All right, here's another one. Spencer, you're gonna have to read this one. I'm not even. Yeah. Here we go.
So I went to the gym the other day and I saw a hole in my trainer. So I stuck my finger through it. She called the police and canceled my membership. Oh man.
You said it. Spencer. You should have read it first.
Oh, I read it. I just want to add that little extra in there. I saw it like 2 minutes ago.
Gary, did you steal some of Tom's cough syrup?
I did not. I should have.
I operate in the same foul humor as myself.
Slip in there you wouldn't normally let in.
Yeah, no. You know what? I let in. I saw a bad word. I didn't see any bad words in Stan, so I thought, all right, I'm safe. But no, not so much. Not so much. We are coming to the end of the show. We're almost up to 100 minutes here. You see Tony. We've got Spencer, Mr. Tom, or half of Mr. Tom. I don't think we got a full Mr. Tom, but next weekend, or by the time we see Tom on the channel, he'll be recovered. Hopefully, you know what? He said he'll be ready for Wednesday night, and you know he will. His body's like a tuned engine. It knows when it needs to be ready. It'll be ready on Wednesday night.
I've got something special planned. Don't worry.
Oh, look! Listen, people. The full Nelson on Wednesday. Check it out. Something special. And you know, what is it? Tony has a does he have a, what is it called? A token? Did he use this? Is that what it is?
It's 3 zooms in, Gary.
3 zoom in.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah. It's basically the main reason why the show can never be taken seriously as a wrestling entity.
And what's Stan's choice called? His zoom in.
The titty in the bank briefcase.
All right, that is not what I thought it was going to be, but all right. Let's get out of here.
Gary's like, I guess
That's-
that's okay.
Let's end it here. All right, Mr. Tom, say bye to the people.
Bye to the people.
There you go, Tony.
Hi and bye to everybody.
Yeah. Now we got a joke here, Spencer. You got one more joke before we get out of here. Actually, you might have. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Had a police officer at the door saying he's looking for someone with one eye. I replied, if you look with two, you will find him easier. There we go. That's good.
Yes.
It took me a second there.
Yeah, that's a serious. Like, think about this one. We're getting out of here. The bus has run off the cliff. I'm still hanging on the cliff though. Everybody else is falling into the valley. So
Don't
we're all
trying to
that's
pull
fine.
I saved myself.
Tom. Let's try to save Tom.
Don't look at Stan's last one.
Yes, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and Colonel Ward is trying to. Yeah, now we're gonna get out of here, folks.
Yep.
Spencer, say bye.
All right, bye to the people. Keep the faith and breathe. The football season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Definitely. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Tom, for toughing it out. Tony for joining us. Spencer for hanging out with us. We'll do this again next week. Bournemouth, I expect a solid win. It's an away match, so I expect a clean sheet. Hopefully, we get lots of goals, and we find some of the guys come back from these injuries. I think we'll see. Hopefully, we have everybody back, so we're ready to go for the Champions League. But we'll do it again. We'll catch me here on Saturday. Like I said, we'll probably do the watch along because instead of doing showing an hour after the game, we'll just do it. We'll just start it before the game and go from there. Mr. Tom will feel better then, I think. All right, Mr. Tom? He'll be ready on Wednesday. He's getting his rest now. Yeah, so that's what we hope. But anyways, we'll see you guys. Enjoy. And as I like to say,
Life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride. There you go.